Hi everybody, Mike here. I'd like to make a quick video to answer your poll questions from a week or so ago, and also to give you two real quick announcements. The announcements first. The I'm happy to take late work. People often ask this question up until the last week. The last week it gets too busy and then it's just a nightmare. But up until then, I'm generally happy to take late work. The later it is, I will start taking some points off. If it's a few days late, I generally don't care that much. Okay? So keep that in mind. Also, I have office hours Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday afternoons, and I can do other times if those won't work for you. Just got to arrange it, a little bit ahead of time. But if you'd like to have some office hours, chat philosophy, fitness, whatever, anything else, happy to do it. Just send me a message or an email, and we can set that up. Okay, and so let me go through some of your questions here real quick. In philosophy, your mind gets changed all the time. Sometimes you don't even like it. Sometimes you're like fighting it, pushing back against, but it's really hard to deny someone's argument. So yes, this happens all the time. When you start out in philosophy, you're pretty naive about many things, and you go in with a lot of ideas and things that are based really on nothing. You have no good argument for them. Most people are going through life like this, where they have very strong views based on very little background evidence or argumentation. And so philosophy just totally beats that out of you. I think in a good way, that it sounds bad. And at the time it feels bad, but in the end, I think it's actually better because you have a much clearer view of everything in your life. Um, Now, that doesn't mean it stops. It still goes on. Even today, I will learn new things that'll be upsetting or shocking, or new evidence will come in, and I'll have to adjust my views. So, yes, this happens all the time in philosophy. And really, I kind of think that the next one is exactly the same thing. If you're willing to be open minded and change your views based on actual evidence or fair argumentation from people with goodwill, then I really do think that's success. I do not think success is related to money or fame or any of this other crap, really, that people think it is. Those are fine if you want to do them, but I think they should be for another purpose: money to do the thing, or fame to do the thing. This is Aristotle's idea. I'm stealing it, by the way. Um, and so, no, I don't think success is the normal standard version of success. Success is much more of a personal thing, and it should be experienced and goal based, in my view. And so, my philosophy of life has come up a few times here. And so, this my philosophy of life is based on democracy permeating every part of our life. Now, when people hear democracy, they often think, oh, just go vote a couple times a year and I'm done. That is not what I mean. What I mean is that democracy should permeate the family. Democracy should permeate business. Democracy should permeate politics, of course. Every part of our life should be working towards opening up the experiences and options for everyone, so that we get as much fairness as we possibly can. Now, I know that our country is going pretty much in the exact opposite direction, but to me, that's not a reason to give up. That's a reason to dig in and fight harder. And so I probably started philosophy way back in high school without realizing it at first. So the book that gets assigned to high school kids in Massachusetts is Walden by Henry David Thoreau. And this is a book about his time at Walden Pond, which is just outside of Boston. It's really great if you're interested in transcendental ideas, if you're interested in nature, if you're interested in trying to understand what you need in life rather than what everyone tells you should want. This is the book for you. That is definitely the book for you. And so I got this book, and usually the book they hand you in high school, you just hate it. I loved it. I loved it. And so that was probably the first thing that started me. And then a few years later, I met a person who was actually a local philosopher, and I learned what that was actually like. And probably those two things brought me into philosophy. I have three pets. I have two cats. Trix, I think I shared a picture of Trix with her long arms sticking out. She's very furry. Um, I have another pet named Trix, a cat named Chirp, sorry. And Chirp is completely opposite of Trix. Trix is kind of standoffish. Chirp is extremely friendly, extremely friendly. And then I have my buddy Luigi. He's a Chihuahua mix, and he's getting pretty old now, but we hang out pretty much all the time. He's right there. I can hear him snoring a little bit right now. Okay, I already answered the next one. I do think that this question is a bit of confusion. I really don't think that order and chance are opposites. I think that there's a lot of chance. Probably the underlying universe is chance based, but that doesn't mean order can't arise from chance. I think that's exactly what happened. Is infinite combinations start to repeat and become patterns over time, and then you start to have structures, and then millions of years later, here I am talking to you over the internet. Okay. The free will one is really hard to answer. My tendency is to go with we have very little or no free will. If we have any free will, it's extremely constrained to certain types of things. The idea that we have 100% free will, I just think is completely disproven by not only experience, but science. Everyone of you knows exactly what I mean. You really know you shouldn't do the thing, whatever that is, but you do it anyways. That happens to everybody all the time. Not only that, you just go online and people get you to buy stuff all the time. The entire capital structure is built on this. So clearly they can affect you. If you have free will, it's probably constrained and definitely under constant barrage by stuff around you, sometimes in good ways, sometimes in bad. But I definitely don't think we have absolute free will. And there's some chance, although it's not been proven, that we have no free will. So I'm kind of on the fence right between there. I'm not sure what patience means, but I do actually have quite a bit of patience. I'm definitely one of those people that can sit for hours if it's a good reason. Good reason. Okay, so remember my first two quick announcements. Happy to take late work, and if you want to chat further about this or really anything else from the class, office hours are easily opened on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday afternoons, and I can do other times if we have some previous warning to set it up. Okay? I'll make another video in a week or so to say hi again. Check up on you. All right? See ya.